Hi. Yeah, we're about to do a little ozone unboxing. If you're new to my channel, ozone is like the Amazon equivalent in Russia, only much, much smaller, of course. But I like to show, I'm not doing an unboxing like taking out and showing everything that comes with it and blah, 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 like the regular unboxings on YouTube. I'm just showing you some things that I order from ozone. Because I live in Russia, it gives you a little bit of insight about things I cannot get here or things of that nature. Reasons why I need to order something online rather than buying it locally. So without further ado, let's start opening. Don't worry, I won't make this too dramatic. Okay, my first box, I have 2 packages of brown sugar. Now, for Americans out there, and perhaps British and stuff, I don't really know, brown sugar is kind of a very common thing to have in your house. It's used for baking and actually for some cooking also. It's just something every house has brown sugar. I mean, you use it for different Christmas cookies and everything else. Here, brown sugar is not so, well, let's just say you can't get it so many places. For years, I could buy a brand of brown sugar from the UK called Billings. In Billings, I could always get dark or light brown sugar for many, many years. But in the last couple of years, I can't buy it. I can't find it anywhere. So I found a Russian brand of brown sugar, and it's quite good. It's very good. It's just like what I'm used to back in the States. But I cannot find this locally. I found one of the other big online markets here is called Yandex. Yandex is completely out of it. So I'm, once again, scared. Something that happens in Russia, I guess I should say, is that, and not with everything, not by a long shot, but sometimes something is available, you get used to it being available, and then suddenly it's no longer available for some reason. I don't know why. And not everything, but some things. So I panic buy a little bit. Brown sugar, I have enough brown sugar here at the house to last me at least 2 years. But because I don't know if in 2 years there'll still be brown sugar, I buy it. Yeah, little psychoness. Okay, that's my first story, why I buy brown sugar online. Now I just want to mention something about some things that are harder to buy here or more inconvenient. And by no means do I mean everything is. There are many other things right now that are easier to buy here than they are even in the States. And right now with the supply chain problems you're having in the States, so that kind of dates this video, we don't have any such problem here right now. We don't have ships sitting off in the ocean that can't unload, or no truckers to bring them places, or people to unload the trucks. All that stuff is run quite normally here. So there's no stocking. I watch the American, not watch the news, I read on the internet. So of course I do stupid things like, I'm well stocked up with toilet paper here, even though it's not in short supply or rationed and never has been since I've been here, But I still have, I don't know, probably about 16 big packages of, when I say big, 12 rolls, packages of toilet paper, because it'll get used eventually. I'm going to talk a little bit about some spices today. Spices here, this happens to be chili. It says right on it that in Russian is chili. So this is like chili powder, but it doesn't matter. Spices here are typically sold in small paper packages like this. They're just small quantities. And like anything else, the smaller the package and everything else, it's more expensive to buy it because a lot of what you're paying for is packaging. Now they are starting to sell some larger things of spices, of things you use all the time, but like this may be chili, but if I wanted to buy cinnamon, cinnamon in Russian, just so I feel like I'm giving a little bit of a Russian lesson, is Korytsa. Korytsa is cinnamon in Russian. Now, people here like cinnamon, but they're not like Americans. Americans, we're crazy about cinnamon. We love cinnamon on just about everything. All kinds of baked goods, and we really love it. The smell of cinnamon just gets our digestive juices going. So I couldn't have like a package of like this or several packages like this of cinnamon. So when I go to the States, I bring back cinnamon. Now here is cinnamon that I had. 2 big packages. I went overboard. Be honest with you, this package here, this one isn't even opened. This one is opened. It's only about a third gone, if that, and I've had it for 2 years. Problem doing this, of course, is they're going to go out of date, but I like the convenience of always having cinnamon when I need it. Okay, the other thing I wanted to mention, the other food or spice type item was vanilla. Now here, most people, when they use vanilla in a recipe, they use a vanilla powder. It's a artificial vanilla flavoring. It's in powder form, and you stir it into whatever you're doing. Even in the States, I don't like buying even artificial liquid vanilla. I don't like it. I can always tell real vanilla, and that's what I like using. So buying vanilla here, online or anyway, is very, very expensive. As you know, in the States, the prices are also high, but here much more so. So I would like bring back vanilla with me when I visited the States, but it runs out. It's like, how much do you buy? So what I learned on YouTube is I learned how to make my own vanilla. So now, I bought vanilla beans using vodka, which is a plentiful supply here in Russia. I made some vanilla. I dated the top, it says January 2021. And it's best if you wait like 1 year before you start using it. And if you wait a little bit more than 1 year, then you only use about half the amount of vanilla because it gets that much more flavor. So that's just another way I get around things that I like to use a lot of. Well, I don't know how interesting this thing is, and I may edit some of this out, but thank you. Hi, this morning we're going to try something a little different. I'm going to videotape this, and you may never see this if I end up looking like an idiot, which is a distinct possibility. What I'm going to do is this. Let me walk over. As you know, I have a shed that I'm keeping because it's not very old. Here's my shed. Now, the problem is inside the shed, well, yeah, it's a problem. I had like grass seed stored in there because, as you can see, I planted a lot of grass. It's starting to come up. Leaves are falling like crazy. Anyhow, inside the shed, one of the times I walked in not long ago, I saw a mouse running as soon as I opened the door. Then another time I've seen 2 mice running. So I figured, well, I don't want them eating up my grass seed or anything, which is what they were feeding on, or are feeding on. So yesterday I set a mouse trap in the morning, and by lunchtime I killed 1 mouse. Cool. Reset the trap again. By mid-afternoon I killed another mouse. Cool, cool. So I set the trap again, and this morning I went to check it, and here's the deal. The trap is no longer where I set it, which tells me that the trap was set off. Probably grabbed the mouse's tail or something. It was right down here on the floor, and obviously not its head. So it took off, and the trap is gone. So I have to look around for the trap. So I have a couple of fears. One might be what could happen in that shed. But my worst fear is my reaction when it does happen. Well, let's see what really happens. Oh, wait a minute. I see the trap, actually. It just flew way over to the side. Let's see if I got anything in there. Yeah, of course I am using a... Oh, yes! Another mouse. Cool. Well, let me take this mouse here. I guess the trap just went off and it flew over. I was fully expecting to come in here and have to search for the trap and find some big, angry, freaking rat or something trap that would come lurching at me. I was going to set up a camera to film me trying to find it, and if I ended up, if the rat jumped in my hair and I ended up running and screaming like a little girl, I would decide not to post that. But anyhow, it's just another little mouse. So let me. My wife is not happy about this. There's a cat who lives underneath this shed, like a wild cat, and there you go. So far, all 3 mice I've thrown down there because he does like to catch mice. He does like to eat the mice. So there we go. There's 3 mice down there now, and I guess in my next video I'll let you know, I hope, how I made out with more. Catch 3, that's quite a few, but I want to catch all of them, which I don't know how many that is. So enough of the dead mice. I'm going to go reset the trap now. I already did. It's just one of these plastic traps, very simple. My bait that I prefer is peanut butter, and I know a lot of people think, well, you should probably clean it to get rid of the smell of death and whatever, blah blah blah. But so far there's peanut butter, and I've killed 3 mice so far with that little dab of peanut butter in this same trap. I know they're made disposable, and I have extras. But put it down. Ooh yeah. Okay. The trap is down, the trap is set, ready to catch another one. That's cool. I'm glad I didn't scream like a little girl or get chased by a big rat in here. So. Thank you for watching my video till the end. If you enjoyed this video and aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Also hit the little bell to make sure that you're notified each time I release a new video. Pressing like also helps me out with YouTube, and comments are appreciated. I mean, comments also let me know that people are watching the videos, and I'm happy to answer most questions. So let's talk.